So you're looking for a little keychain tool to throw on your keychain for easy accessibility and light duty EDC tasks. Well, today we're going to be taking a look at the Boker Mini Tech Tool #2 model and what it has to offer with contoured G10 handle scales, a Sandvik steel blade, and some unique tooling that you don't always see on a lot of other keychain style Victorinox, Swiss Army, whatever brand you want to call and look at, keychain knives. So we're going to look at it today and see if this tool has value, what its performance levels are, and whether or not it's something worth throwing on a keychain for your EDC system, or if it's better just to pass on it. All right, guys, dumped the keychain so I could better manipulate this tool. I have been riding it on the keychain and on my wife's keychain for a bit now, so that we've had a good feel for it, what it can do, how's the edge holding up, that type of stuff. But we're going to go ahead and jump right into it with these handles. That's something right out of the gate that I really like about it. These G10 that are contoured, you guys can see that there. It's nice and rounded. I mean, they just feel really warm to the touch. It's real nice. You can get these with a few new options now. I believe they have a wood-handled version, as well as I think I saw like a brass or a bronze or something like that. So they got a couple options for the wood handles, but it feels good. It feels denser, better than say like just an aluminum, if you're looking at some other option that we're about to look at here in just a little bit, or the really polymer slick feeling of the Victorinoxes that are out there. So it's got a little bit of a different feel, different flavor to it. It's a very low traction G10, but I just like it a lot. It looks good. It does have torque screw bits on either side, or screws, so you can take it apart, work on it if you needed to do anything like that. I really do enjoy that a lot. And then you just got that little key ring right there to attach it to whatever you want. It did come with that. It doesn't recess in or anything. No pocket clip attachments to speak of. Now they do make a much larger version. They call it, I think it's like just the full size. This again is the mini. That I believe does have an option for a pocket clip, and you can get lots of different tools. They have several models with lots of different tools. So I'd check those out if you want to look at just maybe another Victorinox option for you and you want pocket clip, and there's a lot going on there. This one is a slip joint, so those of you overseas, maybe in Europe and those type of places that have tighter restrictions on your tools, that is an option there. So we'll hit the blade right out of the gate, and it got a good nail nick there, good detent, really nice, not too weak, and just really, really good. I love that shape right there, and it was really fun to work with this tool. And this guy's going to be a 2-inch blade out of that, again, Sandvik 12C27 steel. Now that is an upgrade, and I know I misspoke earlier in a other video when I was saying that Victorinox also had that. I was thinking of this knife when I was saying that in that other video. I know Victorinox has like the 1.4110 or something, which is decent. Sandvik 12C27 is better. This is holding a better edge, and I like the drop point look compared to the keychain blades. The blades on the keychain models of Victorinox that are more like spear point. This is drop point, and just looks really, really good. Great relief edge on there. Really a good little slicer. I really enjoyed working with that 2-inch blade. We'll get a lot of EDC tasks done for you. And it feels good in the hand. I mean, it's a 3-fingered grip, but I didn't ever feel like I was out of control. Some of that is because it does come in at 0.45, so a little bit thicker than some of the other ones that are out there, so it kind of actually fills out your hand a little bit better, which I actually like. And then it's going to be 1.4 ounces, so really, really lightweight. And 2.75 inches overall length there. So I got a little grip, can definitely get those minor little tool or little tasks done. This is not a carving knife, a whittling knife. I'm not going to sit there and carve out, a wood spirit with this or something. This is for opening packaging, slicing through a couple materials really quick, opening a box, of your new big fixed blade that you got or something like that. That's what this is designed for. And then it's easy to close that little bad boy up one-handed. Then we have our other tool that we just pop open right there. Now this is really unique. You haven't really seen this on a lot of other tools. Now it does have a flat head, and you're going to get some reach, which is kind of nice. Most other keychain tools like this are not going to give you a lot of reach for your screwdrivers. So this flat head out here, or mini pry bar, you could pop open like a paint can. That's about it. I wouldn't be cranking really, really hard on this. There's a little bit of flex when you do really torque on it, but it's enough that, again, you could pry open little things here and there, kids' toys, that you maybe need to pop open a battery, piece, to get to the batteries. It's kind of stuck, or whatever. And you are going to get significantly more reach if you had to kind of get into something than, say, my Leatherman Squirtwood or most Victorinox tools. So that's a positive there. Then you do have right here either a cord cutter, safety cutter, package opener if you don't want to pierce the packaging, if you're a little concerned about that, and or wire stripper. Yes, you can strip wire with that, and I believe that's part of the reason why it's in this tech line. They call it a tech tool, so that you can strip wire with it if you need to, and then it does have a wire coating puller there on the other end, so you can easily just make a little notch with that and then push it off, and then you could expose copper wire if you were working on something. So that is something that it does offer, as well as just being a safety cutter, and it works really well in that regard. And because of how wide open it is, it wouldn't be too difficult to resharpen that with either a diamond rod or a ceramic rod on most resharpening kits and systems that are out there. Then finally, you are going to have your bottle lifter, which is normal, gets the job done, nothing really to write home about there. But it is a cool little setup and how they decided to go that way, and adds a little something that other tools don't always offer. So guys, I paid about $24 for this little tool. That's usually the going rate for this model, and then they have another model that has these two tools plus scissors, and then like I said, there's even larger versions out there you can look at that are available. I'll have links for you guys over to Amazon, Blade HQ, GP Knives. They kind of float in and out of stock. They're not always readily available, so when you see it, I would definitely jump on it, because I was actually been looking at one of these for a while. It's been out of stock in a couple places, and finally saw it, and I decided to jump on it. But for $24, I think it was well worth the investment, particularly for the tools I'm getting, the little bit upgraded steel. It is made in China, but Boker brand. Depending on the model, they sometimes do a really good job, sometimes they don't do a good job. This has really good fit and finish. It's holding up well, and it's a kind of an upgrade steel over some other models that are out there. Kind of a middle of the road on the price point. Now, just to kind of give you some more food for thought, it is about the same size as my Leatherman Squirt, which is 40 bucks. You can see there. The blade is smaller on the Leatherman than on the Boker, but it'll be about the same thickness. But obviously with the Leatherman, USA made, 420, you're getting a little set of pliers there. You're getting a file, you're getting scissors, you're getting two types of screwdrivers. So you're definitely getting more with this little Leatherman Squirt, and it's going to take up about the same amount of real estate right there. But again, going to be not quite twice as much, but Then I roll it in just for fun because we recently did this. This is the Gerber Prybrid X, the smaller version of the Prybrid tools. This is something that comes with number 11 X-Acto knife. That's what this little guy is here. You got aluminum body and then stainless steel center core with a bottle lifter, pry bar, wire stripper, little flat heads that kind of work a little bit, and then replaceable blade there, obviously. And that's going to run you about 20 bucks. Very similar weight. Not going to take up too much more real estate in the pocket, and it is just for about 20 bucks, right around that same price point. It might be a good option. It actually has very similar tools to the Boker, but the Boker is obviously a little classier, a little more streamlined, obviously a longer blade. So there's pros and cons there. I think that one great thing that this Boker offers is, like, if you want to give a gift to a family member, you don't want to go all out. Maybe they're not really into carrying pocket knives, but they always have a little keychain tool. Maybe they have an old Swiss Army knife or something that's kind of beat up. This is like a little bit of an upgrade. I think that's an awesome option as well. Or again, for my wife and people that maybe aren't going to carry a pocket knife all the time, it's a good keychain option if they maybe don't want to carry a Leatherman tool for whatever reason. Price may be an issue, and this feels a little too utilitarian for them. Well, guys, there you have it. I've had some fun playing around with this blade. I'm actually really glad that I purchased it. I've been looking at one of these tech tools for quite a while now, and after our discussion that we've had today, I think it's got some cool little unique features, and I like the layout, meaning like the shape of the blade, the slightly upgraded steel, the contoured G10, and other features and options that are available than what you get with most keychain size Swiss Army knives. So I think it's a great competitor to any keychain size Victorinox, and really it'll come down to what do you care about more. Are there certain tools on a Victorinox that you have to have? Maybe you have to have tweezers, you know, since this doesn't come with that, and so then obviously it's a no-go. But I mean, if you're like me, it's definitely something that's competitive, and if I have a choice, I kind of gravitate more to this just because of the things that we've hit today. But I want to hear from you guys. Which one do you feel like you prefer more, this tech tool layout or still the keychain size Victorinox? I always love hearing your guys' comments, thoughts, feedback, and I want to hear your experience with the tech tool in general as well, either the mini or the full size. So I look forward to hearing the whole discussion in the comments below. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram, Facebook, all the social media, throwing up content there all the time. You can check out that other video popping up. I invite you to subscribe, become part of the GT family if you're not already. We're throwing up content like this every single week. And finally, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.